Welcome back to Andertons TV.
Hello.
We have 5 pedals today, fairly new pedals from the wonderful Mr. Robert Keeley.
Please like and subscribe, because you have to say that. And if you want to use the timestamps, if they're one of these pedals you're really interested in, use timestamps to hit forward or just go to the next video if you want to see this one. As always.
Now, how do you come up with a new idea for a pedal that hasn't been done 50,000 times before?
I can't.
It's next to impossible, but Mr. Keeley has kind of done an interesting twist on these.
Yeah.
We've got 4 sort of standalone drive pedals here, and then a signature one for Andy Timmons at the end.
Oh, lovely Andy.
So what the Keeley team have done is each pedal features 2 iconic drive circuits, or drive pedals, sorry. And then they've taken the drive circuit from that pedal and the tone stack from that pedal and allowed you to mix and match. So pretty straightforward. If you take this first one, which is half a Boss SD, and the other side is they're calling a Rodent, so obviously like a rat style circuit, you can elect for the drive knob here to be either SD or ratty clipping, and the tone circuit to be either SD or ratty clipping. And in fact, as we go through this, ratty clipping, my favourite new grime artist.
Ratty clipping.
So here we go in its SD mode, everything at 12 o'clock.
Absolutely. And before I play, check this out, man. This is the Heritage. What is that?
535.
535. Olive green.
The time I get home for my tea every day.
What, 5:35?
Well, roughly.
And it's all ready for you, isn't it? And your slippers are there, the newspaper's rolled up for you, and it's, you got your pipe up, dog come and lies down by this, you know, you got fireplace. Anyway, let's see. Here's clean tone.
I think what we'll do is,
that, man?
as we go through each pedal,
sounds great, though.
I'm just going to literally tell you the 2 pedals that are in it in each one, and then we'll go straight into playing and just mess around.
We'll
with
put
the
it on the screen because then we don't have to know what we're
and
talking
then you can
about.
see those different clipping and tone kind of diagrams as well. Here we go.
This sounds good. So this is a proper like SD1, isn't it?
I guess, yeah.
So I didn't have the neck pick up full. Holy smoke!
So there we go. That is the Super Rodent.
Nice
and plenty of, I mean, great rock tones in the SD mode, a little bit fuzzier in the Rodent mode.
Is that a flower? Rhododendron.
It's a rhododendron. It's
Honestly.
tuning into mission. Man's not in tune.
Man's not tuning.
Man's guitar's bro.
Okay, Noble Screamer, same idea, except that what we've got is a Tube Screamer on the bottom settings and a Noble ODR
It's hot in here, man. Is it hot here? Is it me?
Man's not hot. Let's just go.
Okay, man's a bit cold, innit? I do like the Noble.
Me too.
Into the Jeopardy. Shut the sheriff.
This might be the perfect combination here, because what is the ODR one infamous for?
Low end. But
Too
we
much
did this
bass
pedal
end.
before. We had this on a. We did have this on one of our. Yeah,
Did we?
Yeah,
This
on
one?
the tails.
This
Yeah,
exact
we did.
one?
Yeah.
We went, have we got that new Keeley Noble Screamer thing? Anyway, we did, so we ran and got it. Why are we doing it again then?
Because I wanted to revisit it. Because see, this happens, and you go, "This might be favorite." It's like you can't even remember you've done it before today.
So the point I was trying to make is
Yes.
ODR1, great sounding overdrive pedal, but infamous for having
Tons
too much
low
bass
end.
end.
Yeah.
Tube Screamer tone stack takes the
Amazing,
bass
man.
end away.
Oh my
Could
God.
be perfect. Let's find out.
You know that's going to cut through a mix
Or-
more and a drum
yeah.
kit more, right?
Or the other way around,
Or
of
the
course.
other way around.
Tube Screamer drive sound. Maybe a lot of people
That's the nasally bit,
do
yeah.
want a bit more overdrive. So
And a bit
how
more low
about
end.
that?
You know what? I remember
that's
being maybe slightly underwhelmed with this pedal the first time around. But I like it more
I
now.
have no recollection of this being in a
No, but you don't remember what you did this morning.
Did we?
Yeah.
Wow. I do actually, in fairness. I like that.
You can't
Was that
remember
the
how you
only
got
one,
here
or
this
were-
morning.
Were all
No,
of
it's just
these
that one.
in there? Just that one.
Yeah, it's
I
a-
actually prefer
was-
the Tube Screamer Overdrive with the ODR one. The fattest mode definitely appears to be with both switches up to the OD section. I'm just going to do a jump between. So I've got this one switched to be SD overdrive with Rodent tone. This one switched to be OD overdrive with TS tone. I just want to see, do they sound that different?
Got brain freeze.
Plenty of difference. Plenty of difference.
They do.
Right.
They do.
So that's the
They do.
Noble Screamer. Now we're going into the blues disorder, something Pete and I both have. This is a blues breaker at the top and a OCD. Again, I'm not actually sure what copyrights we're overstepping the mark on here, but it OCD inspired.
Let's have some disorder. Is that supposed to be a blues?
Much heavier, isn't it?
It's
much more overdriven.
I don't think it's much more overdriven. I think it's just more. It's a little bit more of it. Smokies in one pedal. Wow!
It's a big, yeah, it's
massive.
I don't think that there's absolutely no sense that the point of these is to try and flip switches while you're playing, like a channel changing type thing. I think it's just, you just set this up how you like it. I'm genuinely, I quite like this. I mean, I'm into my sort of stacking of drive pedals and sometimes to get different sort of vibes and sounds with it. And I suppose this is just a slightly different twist on doing that, isn't it?
I tell you what would be really cool.
What's that?
On these pedals. Either there was like an expression input, so you can put a second switch on it. You know, like the like Morning Glory has. And you could have two settings on it. So when you kick one on and the other one you set and forget, and you kick that on. Or two-button version of this. So you can have...
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
It's much more work, but you know what I mean? Then you can have two pedals like that.
You know what we haven't told you as well, which you'll have completely missed, obviously, if you've just time-stamped past this. Each of these pedals can be switched between true bypass and buffered bypass mode, and it's kind of clever how it does it. So if you hold this on and off button down for 3 seconds, if it flashes twice, it's in true bypass mode. And if it flashes 3 times, it's back to buffered bypass mode.
Buffered is best.
That's it. Yeah, I would kind of agree if you're using multiple pedals and no fuzz pedals buffered. But whatever, I mean, that's to taste, isn't it?
Then you don't have to have buffer
they all do that. They're all made in America, and they're all about £200.
They all have got good colours on them.
They look cool colours, yeah.
I like that sound, it's a good sound.
More tones or straight on to the next one?
Yeah, I would like to try this. This guitar's looking at me.
Please do. I tell you what, so get to the end of this one and then we'll have a quick swizz through on all 4 with the single coils.
Right.
Good pedal, that one. So
that's a good pedal.
This is now a muff and a DS. So we're going a bit more fuzzy here because we're going sort of Soviet era style muffy type tones and Boss DS distortion type tones.
The Starling. Playing Cast Against Humanity over the weekend.
Great game.
It's such a classic. There's nothing like a big muff, is there?
Nothing.
Just get deep in it. Oh, I don't like that. I mean, I don't like that personally. If you like it out there, good for you. Maybe.
You just have to set it differently, don't you?
Yeah.
They've all got stacks and stacks of bottom end, haven't they? Absolutely fat as these pedals are. No, good. Okay, so they're the 4. We've got this Andy Timmons thing over at the end here. little bit complicated, but originally this pedal was called a Muse driver. I don't know who, why, what for, but Keeley had to change the name. One would assume something to do with Muse, who knows? But it's now called a Mark III driver. Same pedal, same graphics, just this little bit of screen printing here. But we'll get to this.
So get one of these before they run out, then they might be worth it.
I think this might be our last one, and then we're on to the Mark III anyway. But let's just set these up sort of 12 o'clock-ish, go through with a single coil guitar.
Yes.
And I must admit, I've been wanting to play this Bobcat ever since it arrived in the store.
Bob.
This is the coolest...
Bob.
Most... I mean, it's bonkers expensive guitar for what it is, but it's unbelievably cool.
It's the best guitar I've ever played working here.
There you go.
I guess this is inspired by all those old Fender student-style guitars, Mustang, Duosonic, all that kind of thing. And you can go and buy an original one of those from the 60s for probably not a dissimilar amount to what this Shabat costs you. And so as an investment, the old Fender's probably the better investment. But they were always kind of crappy guitars. That was the whole sort of point of them. And what Shabat has done is made an awesome one. So it's just like, it's just an awesome playing, awesome sounding version of like an old crappy guitar. But I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's got compound radius fretboard. It's just 7.25 to 9.5, and with this little thing. So you got all the stuff that works. You know, and it doesn't. It's just.
But I get it.
Solid.
You've got to be a proper player enthusiast to want this guitar. But anyway,
or maybe not. Maybe just if you just love it and you just want it.
Okay, here we go. Super Rodent. I'm just gonna, for no reason at all, I'm just gonna switch them so that they're all set with, you know, a different tone stack to the drive circuit, just because I guess that's the whole point of these.
This is great, man. Sorry.
It's
and it's serial
cool.
number 1. So it's the first one
of these they've done. Made, I think it's the one I saw at the NAMM show.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yes.
How cool is it to have serial number 1 of anything? Anyway.
I am serial number 1 of me. All these guitars are so good to play. They just feel so nice.
You do get a sense how much pokier that green guitar is, because these are all a lot less. I knew that was coming.
Oh no, that wasn't the guitar you played, was it? That's good.
That's the guitar you want if you're playing live and you just want to be the coolest guitar player in town.
And you smack the shit out of it, man. Matches my, look at that.
Oh, it's yours, isn't it? Right. Should we move on to the final one? Yeah, absolutely. So, what was the Muse driver and is now the Mark III driver? This is the Andy Timmons full range overdrive. So, Andy Timmons worked on with Keeley for years and has done several signature.
So let's try that.
It's probably not a bad idea, is it? Bubblegum pink. That'll match the high heels that you sometimes wear to work as well.
Yeah, and Andy Timmons' underwear as well. What do you mean sometimes? I wear them every day. Oh, look, it's got my favourite scratch plate on it, anodized.
Right.
Stop!
Stop!
Oh my God,
Stop! This one talks about there being an AT and an RK circuit, so I assume...
Robert Keeley?
What was his name? No, I was going to say... So this is a slightly different vibe to the other four pedals in that, according to their website, this appears to be based around a blues driver circuit, and then there's just like an Andy Timmons twist on the blues driver circuit, and then a Robert Keeley twist on that blues driver circuit.
So it's not high gain then?
Probably, I don't know. I mean, it describes this. I mean, I love this marketing speak here. It says it'll do everything from a clean boost to a treble supercharger chimney tube amp overdrive square wave germanium fuzz generator. Holy mother. I think it's probably just easier to just, you can go to the website, find out all about the spec if you want, but you just need to hear it, right?
Marketing blurbs, man.
Oh wow, it is a clean boost.
Oh, there we go. There's a forcing unit. That's got that blues level. Absolutely. Nice touch responsive.
This switch is much more subtle than any of the other ones.
Okay.
If you listen.
Not on the low notes. I wouldn't describe it as a supercharged chimney stack or whatever he called it. It's just a very articulate blue, drive pedal, isn't it? Yeah.
Got a lot of honk in it,
And it's Timmons, so that's probably why. Nice and responsive.
What is this, in case someone's interested? Is this an Ultra?
It's a limited edition Ultra bubblegum pink with a
anodized black scratch plate.
Yeah, which nobody likes. That's cool, isn't it?
Very
I love
cool.
this colour.
Very cool. I think we're done, aren't we?
I think we're done.
So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Little whiz down Robert Keeley Lane.
Do you know the Muffin Man? He lives on Robert Keeley Lane.
Links to all of these will be in the description below. They're all in stock in the UK with free next day delivery. So yes,
Lee will deliver them himself.
Personally, on my bicycle.
With his pink outfit on.
Enjoy the rest of your day and we'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir.